Alright, y'all, we are back. We are recording a video for you guys. We see all the comments. We hear you. We know you want more videos, and we've been super busy, but Drum Corps is back, and it's a really exciting season, so we want to record some videos, and we have a lot of thoughts. We have a lot of thoughts about the season, so we're gonna react to some brass videos today. And look forward to the future. We're gonna want to react to the full shows after the season's over. But for now, we're gonna record some brass videos, and then next week we're gonna have a special video for you guys. So lots coming. And so if you guys want to see anything in particular, leave it in the comments below. But let's just jump right into it. First, we got Santa Clara Vanguard. We're reacting to the Santa Clara Vanguard Hornline. And keep in mind that these lot videos are the only ones we could find, literally. Like, these are the best ones we could find of every corps, and for some reason there's just not that many at this point in the season. So we're doing the best that we can. Some of the videos are from a while ago, some of the videos are from recently, so we're just gonna have to go with it. We're taking all this new account. We're gonna use that as part of our judgment. But here we go. First corps we have Vanguard. Their show is called Finding Nirvana. Let's see what they got. I like all the layering,
the additive.
That's who this. That's loud, dude. That's a nasty chord there too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like that triplet groove. I mean, they're locking in there. That sounds pretty good. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
Good attacks.
This is that classic mid-section, mid-tempo, comfortable tempo section. Oh, hold on there.
Almost.
Okay, you can hear a little bit of the fracks on those attacks, and that's a hard section. It's very syncopated. That's all together, so that's hard. That's hard.
Pushing the limits of like the horns too, and like trying to maintain intonation is hard. To take on that a little bit too.
All right, let's keep going.
Feet, faster tempo. Low brass. More stacking, more additive.
Shout out quickly to this girl right here, Jessica. I taught her, and she is now marching Vanguard. So proud of you. Good job. Anyways, yeah, that's some difficult stuff. I mean, they're all hitting those unison triplet stuff. Pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff reminds me of Babylon. I don't know how much they're really pushing this ensemble with the book. Like, it sounds like a lot of the same stuff. Maybe it's like very easy to teach this because you've basically taught it before.
Right, right.
Little trumpet moment.
Go Sox.
Okay.
Okay. Mellows win that.
Yeah, Mellows definitely win that. I love the re-attack on the next downward figure. That was really cool. Really close. Really good. Yeah, Mellows win that one. Mellows win that one. I think
There's so many chromatic figures in that whole book. It's like, I think a SCV staple is to go through so many like chromatic changes, which is really unique to their brass.
Oh, yeah.
Malik, I think you were talking about this earlier, which is about how they're not agreeing on some of the stylistic approaches to the articulations, like da 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 da. They're not all matching. You can hear some people sticking out. So stylistically, they haven't all agreed on that, but
yeah, I will also give them some credit. I know that usually when you're listening to like a brass lot, the camera needs to be like right in the front, or whatever the mic is needs to be in the front. You can kind of hear phasing, but I feel like that's just because of the mic placement. Like the guy's walking around the horn line, so it's not going to sound totally together. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on some of that stuff. But the inflections, you can hear that no matter where you are, especially if they're not playing it together. You can hear individuals. So I think they need to work more on like the communication on where the inflections are supposed to be and how it's supposed to sound, and the vowel shape that those need to be at. So.
You can hear that just in the difference from the trumpets to the mellophones without changing much, you know.
Exactly.
So some sections are more successful about that unity. So if they can each section get that same unity and like use the mellows as a reference, because they sound really great on that stuff, then they'll be super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've always been jealous of the SCV mellows.
Yeah,
like I've always wanted to, like, if we could just take them.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I'm not going to comment. I was going to say something about Chip, but all right, here we go. All right. Santa Clara Vanguard, solid brass line. I think they definitely gave them a nice, comfortable book. And I think that's a running theme for drum corps in general this season is the staff is like, all right, what can we give them that they can achieve very well? And I think they're achieving it well, so we'll see. All right, next group. We got Bluecoats coming on. Bluecoats here. Riffs and Revelations. So let's go ahead and listen. So this is a we couldn't find any brass videos. Literally none. So if you have a brass video that you took at a lot, please upload it to YouTube or something, because we want to watch the Bluecoats brass, and literally there's nothing. There's like one like really bad video that looks like it was taken on a potato, and that's it. But here we go. This one, we're going to listen to some of the standstill performances of the Bluecoats to give them a kind of a fair shot, because we don't want on the move. Everyone sounds different on the move. We want to hear them standing still, the best they can play in the brass. So this is at Party in the Plaza. It must have been some event that they had. Did you guys do this when you marched? Okay.
No, definitely not.
Okay. Not this location, no.
All right, so
this is very early season though, by the way. So
it's July 3rd. So this is like probably 2 weeks before Vanguard's video.
The video we just watched.
All
right, here we go.
Approached the light. All of a sudden, this cat in a sports car came out of nowhere and just cut us off. My man slammed on the brakes, narrowly averted a mess. Yeah, my blood boiled, but I wasn't the one driving.
Keep it tight.
Let's stop there. Let's just stop there.
Yeah, a moment like that where it's like the same thing over and over again. It's you're really exposing yourself. Like, can your ensemble play exactly the same style with the same amount of space? Like it's early season, but that exposed a lot of like they're not all matching like the long short at the beginning of those, like did it. How long are those supposed to be? It's supposed to be all the way to the next note. Is there supposed to be a space between that? And I think a lot of that is causing more phasing to with the next attack. Mm-hmm. So I hear a lot of those like just errors, but it's early season.
I think this is definitely a maturity thing. I think the patience to have the space, like this sounds like an easy figure. Da, 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 da. That sounds like an easy figure, but between that first and second note, there's a lot of space. And so for everyone to agree on that space takes definitely a level of maturity. So I think that's probably holding them back, is the lack of maturity a little bit in the horn line. But I think that they definitely can clean it up. And obviously, like we talked about, this is like almost a month ago now. So they've gotten better, but it is exposed. It is not easy. It's not easy. It sounds easy though. All right, let's keep going. Really rough there, but it's okay. Early season.
That's that chord, bro. That 2015 Bluecoats chord. Ooh.
Yeah.
What they have going for them though is they have such a great timbre as a horn line. Like those chords that lock in really well. It's like very characteristic of the Bluecoats like horn line to have like really
That's the
dense
signature
chords like that,
sound.
but I think they play them very well.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say like it's just more of that like the 16th note figures. The is that supposed to be da or is it da 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 like a conversation? Those conversations need to be had. I'm pretty sure if knowing Derek's the caption head still, right?
He's still there, yeah.
Yeah, if knowing Derek, that has been talked about, so I'm sure it's cleaner now. But those are the kinds of things that a judge will like pick out so easily. So you gotta those things. I always think those need to be talked about like first. You know what I mean? Like before I even go have a show, like those things need to be talked about. But they sound so great. Like they sound so warm. Like I love the Yamahas that they play on. Like I miss playing on those, but they sound great. They sound really warm. I love that section where it just I don't know, it's the time signature or what have you. It's like
Yeah, I was going to comment on that, so I'll jump in. I think I was getting really tired of the it started in 14 of the modulation shift where they basically just take the same figure and then change it over. It's like 3/2 or whatever. This one is cool though because they're doing it differently now, right? Like it's a very cool modulation shift, and I think it's really awesome. I think this is the best part of their show. It's the most visually, it's very cool, and musically it's very cool. I will say though that earlier section when they have the trumpets and the high brass kind of that has not been clean. And we watched San Antonio together only a couple days ago, and it's still not there yet. So they will get there, but that's still a really hairy part of their show of matching those articulations. And it's not easy. So yeah, I mean they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. Here we go.
Just looked straight ahead and said, man, the only way I'm gonna put something out there like that is if I'm ready to dance with that cat. You know what I mean? You put something out there, there's consequences, All you got are your actions, man. And remember, words are actions too. You wanna dance with that dude?
It's getting that horn set on your face too.
Alright, stop there. Thoughts?
Where you saying now?
Yeah, like they have a horn move right before that entrance, and then they have to interpret time at the same time collectively and interpret it the same way. I think they're having issues with like getting time from when the horn's not on your face to getting a set on your face to playing that first note together. That's a huge challenge, especially when you have 24 players playing the same exact note.
Definitely content there.
So
playing all the same line, like everyone on the same line, all of the trumpets, like you can hear every
there's so
fret.
much potential. There's so much potential to get tons of points for that too, because everyone knows that when they see a whole unison line from a section, it's not easy. It's because one person can really muddy it up. So
especially after like that tough horn, like it's a horn move right into it. Like there's no time to chill out. It's like right in, all 24 right on the same line. It's like it's tough to nail. I remember like having to like when we were marching coats, we had a lot of horn moves like that where it's like you're almost playing as soon as the mouthpiece hits your face. So. No,
gotta breathe with the horn line.
Yeah, and I can also hear that I feel like this section was worked on a lot in terms of what the inflections are and where those like accents are. I can tell that, maybe it's not all the way together, but everyone's like they're going for the style there that was taught. So I feel like this section was worked on more. I mean, maybe it's maybe since this is a later video, both sections were, but
Yeah.
It sounds more like everyone's on the same page.
All right, let's keep going. Little turn.
Gotta copy paste the mellow section too.
Okay.
Spot on.
Very solid.
Every time.
Okay, here it comes. Guitar.
Very nice.
Okay, that's difficult.
They got a lot of notes.
A lot of notes. I like this moment. Yeah. This is the classic Bluecoats, like this reminds me of 14 and 15. Dun, 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 dun.
That's cool.
All right.
I like how the horn line creates like a great palette for like the guitar to play on top.
Yeah, maybe turn the guitar down just a little bit too, just so we can hear the brass line a little more. But okay, general thoughts on the guitar.
I wanted to talk about this because like I have to compare it to the violin in the Blue Devil show in 2019. Like, I can't vibe. It sounds great. It sounds very good, but I cannot feel it like I want to, how I felt the violinist, because I want it to be more of a labor. I want it to feel more awesome, that it's like such a difficult thing to play. Like the violinist was like going crazy, on those 16-note figures, and it's very, very, very difficult. And you can see that it's difficult. Like a guitar solo sound is it's a keyboard solo sideways. You know what I mean? It's like not as like it's very good and it sounds great, but it's not. I want more labor. You know what I mean? Like hearing a lead trumpet player scream on a high note. Like I want that labor. I want to feel it. I want to.
You want it to sound hard.
Yeah, I want it to sound hard, and yeah.
Yeah.
You get it,
okay, my personal take on it is that I think it sounds great, and I think it's a very cool addition, and I love that Bluecoats, always just trying to do something new and different. And I think that the guitar is a very cool sound, especially that harsh lead sound in combination with that brass sound. Sounds really good. I just think it's too long. I think it's just it just goes on for a long time. And in the same way that Malik said, if it would kind of progress in difficulty, maybe then I would find it more interesting. But their horn line, I think, has got a lot of potential. I think they've got a lot of room to grow, and I think that they could definitely make that whole show very special come finals. So good luck to you guys in the Bluecoats, and yeah, let's move on to Boston. The best Boston Crusaders ever.
Such an exciting time for them.
All right, here we go. Let's hear it.
Yeah, trying to see a match.
Yeah, didn't hold on there at the end there. Yeah, man.
Sick book, though.
They are playing.
They
I'll
got
pause it.
they got some steam on them.
Yeah, they're playing for sure. You know what? Oddly enough, after listening to their show more and more, I feel like they are. It's the easy stuff that they let go of. It's not the hard, fast running lines or the double tonguing. It's the last two eighth notes at the end of a phrase or at the beginning of a phrase. It's not the hard stuff or the quarter notes. Like it's interesting that they can play the hard stuff really good, and then they kind of let go of the phrases. But
yeah, hearing them double tongue there's great space in there and it's super clear. But I hear I hear like two rogue trumpets or two rogue mellows going too long on that.
And again.
Like, you can't
it's a maturity thing. It's a maturity thing. They're just the maturity of players across of all of DCI is less because they haven't had the experience. Here we go. Next.
Sick. Okay, sensitive dynamics.
Hold on to those rhythms. Da-da. Ooh, good tuning on these chords though. I like that.
Yeah, seriously.
On a trombone too, nonetheless.
It's a great line.
Yeah, I think that's a good trombone section for them for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, next section. We got some. Here we go.
Better rep for them that time. There we go. A little better.
Wow. Yeah, they are killing their book for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Organ. Yes. Wall of sound.
Mellow line. Such a great melody. Good stuff.
Yeah, euphonium line. Good line.
That was
Great
great.
release too.
Great release, yeah.
That was great.
Yep. Gino loves playing chorales. It's one of the things he did at Cadets, and he brought a lot of it over to Boston. I'm not sure much of before Gino at Boston, but I've seen a lot of videos of them playing chorales, and you can kind of tell it's translating well to this huge choral piece. I believe it's called Lacrimosa, but it's like such a powerful moment. It's powerful music, but they're playing it so well. So.
They sound like Cadets, man. Yeah.
I mentioned this to Alan and Everett. a little while back while we were watching San Antonio show. I almost feel like this horn line deserves an even more epic book, because I feel like, you know, hearing them play in San Antonio, they like sound so solid all the way through. Like, a lot of cores at this stage kind of fall off near the end. Like, you can tell that they're a bit tired, but this horn line sounds like so strong all the way through.
Strong.
I almost like want like a Crown 2012 like amount of maybe that
difficulty.
Not to that extent, but yeah,
It's
but
a
like
pretty
I
hard
almost
show,
want it.
bro.
But I'm looking for that kind of like epic feeling, and I feel like this horn line can handle it. Like, they sound so good, they sound so strong all the way through. Yeah, we did when we got to see these guys live in Quincy like a couple weeks ago, and they're loud. They're loud.
Yeah.
They're loud.
They are very loud. I think, generally, like, no top core, I feel like, should sound this good at their show at this point in the season. Like, if they're not, well, okay, maybe this is like a bad take, but if they're not struggling to make it clean, then where are they gonna grow? You know what I mean? I feel like
lower ceiling.
Boston is like almost maxed out on their show, and I just hope that, you know, at least in the judges' eyes, there's a lot more for them to grow, so that they can really push past into finals and get the next points that they need. But they just sound so good. They just sound so good in their book. And this video doesn't even capture all of it. We have been watching, so we're going off of our opinion of everything we've seen, and this horn line is very good. And I agree with you completely that they need a harder book. What is this last unit? Is this the suicide? Tune.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay. I'm not going to comment on that. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
All right. Okay. Anyways, so those are the first 3 horn lines. We've got Crown and Blue Devils coming up next. But yeah, bunch of great horn lines. It's a competitive year. They're all achieving.
Very competitive.
Like, it's fun to watch. It is so fun to watch. And then, like, it's fun that this is our first season that we've aged out, and everyone is this good. Like, it's very, very cool to see. It's a historic year. First year back. But
Definitely.
But yeah, we're gonna react to the next 2 horn lines in the next video. But thank you guys for watching, and again, in the comments, link videos that you think we should react to or whatever, and more videos coming up soon. So please like and subscribe, do all that stuff and whatever. But yeah, thanks guys. Peace.
Peace.